A big welcome to you, my dear Leo. The sun now is in Aries, and the sun in Aries means that we begin the year, and in there you can see that the sun is inviting us to take the lead, to take the empirical step forward, because the sun is ruling you. And now you see that the lion here is wild, and here the lion is regal, dressed, and not wild anymore. So it's almost like you're getting an invitation to be like, well, here I am. I'm going to put you in between because we're going to the left. That's why we go to the left, to your new moon. And to your new moon, it means that you are recognizing that to be a king, right? A king of kings is knowing how to control the wild side, making it a union, and connecting the dots, because here's the 4 and here's the 8. Double the 4 is the 8. The 19 is the 10. And so the 10 and the 4 is the 14, the temperance. Find your center in the inhale and the exhale. The 10 and the 8 is the 18, the subconscious, the moon that is in your sign right now. And so the moon in your sign, you see that things come up that you need to look at. The subconscious, your feelings. And so the 9 and the 8 is the 17, and the 17, that's the star, and the star is opposite of you. That's Aquarius. Aquarius gave you the light for your full moon in February, and now you're going back to sun and new moon in your sign. And that path is different than the path to the full moon. Just remember that. So this is the story, right? So we're going to look at also the King of Fire. So if your birthday is between the 13th of July and the 12th of August, then he is your court card. He has the heart as the major body part, right? And of course, you can see the rays of the sun. We're also going to look at the Hangman, because Neptune has moved into Aries, and so I'm doing that this month as that what is that bringing to us, right? A lot of people are not dreaming about their ideas anymore. They are taking action now. So Neptune in Aries is the fire sign, is the queen of wands, right? You're the king of wands, and so we're letting go of things that maybe did seem impossible when Neptune was in Pisces for 14 years, right? Now Neptune is in Aries. Now we take action. We're not thinking or dreaming about it anymore. And so that's the information that's coming here. You are Leo, right? The 5th zodiac sign, and also connected to the 5th house of happiness and joy. You are Simhasana. This is the position and the breath that you're doing. And of course, for Aries, it's the meditation, is accessing the brain. Back to the last reading, we had Pisces Sun giving Leo Moon the light. Admit it, you would love to be in love again. So begin with yourself. And I always take the picture of the cards that I pulled, not the stations, the card that I pulled, and there is one that is repeating, and so we can begin the reading. So you got the page of Earth, and here we have Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn, the young generation. And for those, we take action. For those, our heart beats. And so the 5 and the 3 is an 8. That's the strength. So you finding strength through the young generation, through realizing that certain energies need to be protected. What is bringing the Mother Peace Thrower? You get the 5 of Wands, which is Saturn in Leo. And it's pretty much upright. It was a little bit to the right, so it was a little bit towards you. So there is a 5-5 portal, Saturn. Now, Capricorn that's in here is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the world. But here the 5-5 portal in these 3 zodiac signs. And I think you are learning something really profound here, is that if we do test our strength with the other priests or priestesses, we need to do it in a way that our young generation is inspired to see that, how we interact, how we work together. So the 55, right? That's a portal. 2 times the 5 is talk about it, right? And act upon it for the young generation. So that's important that you understand that. Then we're going to look at the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is the number 12, and you got the Lover. So here I have from Carolyn Miss these beautiful decks, these beautiful cards, and here we get the archetype, the Lover. And so I will read to you the light attributes, which is great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Now, because it's the Hangman, he is facing upside down, he's going to have to look at the shadow side. Obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. So, you know what that means, right? It speaks to you. And so the 3 from the 12 is the Empress, and the Empress is facing the Emperor. She is Venus. Meanwhile, the Emperor is Aries, ruled by Mars. Now, what is coming from Aries deck, because Neptune has moved into Aries, you get the 8 of Pentacles, which is the Sun in Virgo. So you're working on a devotional love. I think you feel that you're coming into a clear understanding what that means, because we had here Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, right? And so here, Sun in Virgo, you are recognizing, keep working on this devotional love that is bringing you to you, right? Like, admit it, you would love to be in love again. Here it comes, the Lover. So begin with yourself. Begin with yourself. Love yourself. And you will get into that enlightenment moment, because Neptune is going to be for 15 years or 14 years in Aries. And it's going to be a long time. So you better find love with yourself, right? And so it's a beautiful message that's coming from Neptune. What is the Moon saying? The Moon is bringing you winter's dream, the gestation period. And we just had the winter behind us, and now the spring is coming. And we see the 63, which is a 9. The 18 is a 9. A 9-9 portal. Look at you. So 2 times the 9 is clearly letting you know you are awakening. Now, here in Neptune, right, we had the 12 and the 8. That's the 20. And the 20 is Pluto. Pluto has moved into Aquarius. And Aquarius is your opposite sign that gave you the light for your full moon. And so now you're recognizing in Pluto, in Aquarius, also that the work that you are taking to the next level, to be enlightened, to let go of the things that don't make sense anymore, particularly to let go of where you maybe need to see that the Lover deep within you is wanting to love and is working on it, right? And so, of course, we have the 20, but I can also make a 3 out of this. The 3 and the 8, that's an 11, and the 11, that's a portal. So remember, you can calculate these cards differently together and get a different result. So the 20 is Pluto, and Pluto is the last judgment, is waking up and realizing that you are suspended in air. And so the 11 is a portal of the inner wisdom. But the 20 is understanding very clearly now that there is a shift. And so in this 9-9, you also feel that. What is coming from your deck, because the moon is in your sign, you get the Queen of Fire, and that's the card that came last time as well. And this is Aries, right? So Aries is the Queen of Wands and you are the King of Wands. So what's coming here through the winter dream is wake up. The winter is over. You are awakening into the 1. After the 9 comes the 10, and here we have the 1. But the 9 and the 9 is 18. The 18 is the 9. The 9 and the 1 is the 10. A new cycle is coming, is beginning. Sun in Aries, a new sun year is beginning, and the sun is ruling you. So you feel when the sun is in Aries, in Taurus, in Gemini, in Cancer, in Leo, etc., right? So observe that Aries is letting you know something very clear. Include to the masculine, the feminine, because the 5 and the 1 is the 6, and the 6 is the lover, is the love that you're looking for. So here you understand, winter is over, we're going out, we are reconnecting, and the 10 is left. So also a very beautiful message here. The sun in Aries, right? So sun in Aries is you going out there and you want to be a leader. What is coming? The hearth, the comfort, the number 11. Now you had an 11 here. So with this you have an 11-11, right? And you understand that that's 11 o'clock, the 11th of November. And 4 times the 1 plus here the 1 is 5 times the 1. Again the throat chakra. Again you are the 5th zodiac sign. You can speak the truth. And here you see this coziness here on the fireplace, the child, the dog, and the 10, the 19 that turns into a 10. Again a 1 and a 0, right? And we had a 1 and a 0 through the moon. That was left. And so you understand that a new cycle is wanting to come to you. Now, of course, I want to know what is Aries saying, because sun in Aries is coming and the sun is coming up. So the sun, the 1919, is framing the 11. I can make a 10-10, and the 10-10 is framing the 11. So now we have 6 times the 1 and 2 times the 0, of course, from the 10, right? But see that you are realizing that the sun in Aries is pushing you forward, is pushing you to a new place, that you can begin the sun year as well with the Emperor, with this Leo. You're not this Leo anymore. You don't need to tame it. You have tamed it, and you taking new steps forward. And so the sun has spoken, has come. But I also want to know what is the sun saying through your deck, and you got the Page of Air. So you had the Page of Pentacles, right, which is Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn. Now here we have the air signs. This is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And remember, Aquarius is opposite of you, giving you the light for your full moon. So here you spread your wings. Here you realize you want to fly. And so the 10 and the 3 is the 13. And the 13 is the transformation that we go through. And in there, in the 13, we get the 4, and the 4 is Aries, the Emperor. Be royal, be strong, be this person that really knows what he needs to be doing, where he needs to go, and that you have found your center again. You have found that you belong here. You had the opportunity to be at home and to heal, and now you are able to spread your wings. And of course, when we look at the page of earth and the page of air, we have a 33, and the 33 is mastery. Master the money, master your mind. And you can do quite a lot of beautiful things, right? We had here a 3 in the 63, in the winter stream, in the gestation period. That's what the winter does to us. But now you're going back to your new moon. You had your full moon. Now we're going to the left. Now we're going within. And you are working on it. You're working on your money. You're working on your mind. And you know that everything has its moment. Everything has that which pushes you forward, which is testing you. The 5 of Wands, Saturn in Leo, right? That's for you, really, Saturn. What is Saturn for you? It's the world. And the world feels it, right? The 63, the 9, the completion, right? The 11. And knowing that in the 11 there is the hearth, right? The hearth deep within you. And you know that the 5-5 portal was here to give you the lessons that take you to the next level. And so you can include the masculine and the feminine within you, and then find the love that is of great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. I hope I see you in the next reading. That's when we get the sun in Taurus. Taurus came up as a young person. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.